Hi lovelies and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright, lovelies, let's dive in. So, lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this brother decided to come really hard for pan-colored women that often do this to, black men. Guys, this was actually a very interesting topic, and I was just able to put up some of his stages. I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of this video I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or so we're just here for educational purposes. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
I am very suspicious of white women who all of a sudden want to date black men. All of a sudden. Or want to insert themselves into black discussions, black spaces. I am very suspicious of those women. And I've seen a lot of them on TikTok. I've seen a lot of these white women who want to role play as an African woman. They role play as a black woman, essentially. I'm very suspicious of them because I've noticed a pattern. I've noticed that when these women were, in their youth, when they were young, when they had options, they were in good shape, keyword good shape, they had choices of men to choose from, they dated, keyword dated, every other guy but black guys. Okay? But when they get to a certain point in their life when they are now usually overweight, I'm talking 3 times, I'm overweight myself. But I still keep in shape, okay? I can hold my own. This is a sexy man right here. But I'm talking the overweight whereby your jaw, your chin is now here, your cheeks are now here, your tits are now here, okay, and your stomach is now here. That's the kind of overweight I'm talking about. When these women hit that point in their life because they don't take care of themselves anymore or whatever the reason, all of a sudden, they like black men. All of a sudden, they speak pidgin English. All of a sudden, they know Abona Boy. They love Afrobeats. They love Amapiano. All of a sudden, I find that very suspicious because I see through your fucking snake oil scheme. That's why I am very harsh to women like this, because I see through your facade, man. Now, to the women that dated black guys when they were young, that's not for you. This is for the women that switch up all of a sudden. You know what happens? You know why they want to date black guys all of a sudden? Because the men they truly want when they were young and fresh don't want them no more. That's why. Because one thing about Asian men, one thing about white men, you can say what you want about them. Those two groups of men, they have standards. White men have standards for their women. Oh yeah. Any woman that falls out of that standard, bro, forget, you're getting kicked out. For the most part. So when these women, when they are dating white guys or dating Asian guys or whoever they are dating, they take care of themselves. They put priority on themselves. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be fit. I'm going to do this. But they know that once they hit rock bottom, most of these women that all of a sudden, keyword all of a sudden, just want to date black guys, insert themselves into African spaces, black spaces, they are doing this because the groups of men that they used to date before, that they chose to date, don't want anything to do with them anymore because they're not attractive anymore. Which is why if you go on TikTok right now, you're going to find 10 white women right now who are cosplaying as black women, cosplaying as African women. All of these women have one thing in common. Well, 2 things in common. They are white, and number 2, they are overweight. You will find all these women that all of a sudden switch up to date black guys. It's almost like clockwork. They are all fat. Not even overweight. They're all fat. Well, 3 things in common. They are white, fat, stroke, overweight, and just, what's the other thing? Old, yeah. White, grossly overweight, fat, old. These three. And I always ask myself, why didn't you date black guys when you were younger, when you were fresh, when you were young? Why is it all of a sudden you've got kids, you've got white kids, you've got white grandkids, and all of a sudden you like Burna Boy? All of a sudden you like this? Because the men in your community don't want you. They only wanted you when you kept yourself up. But now that you've hit rock bottom, because most black guys have no standards. Most black guys are fucking will take the scum of the scum. Look on, you think I'm lying? You think I am lying? Look on TikTok, it's easy to find. You have a bunch of these old, overweight, grossly unattractive white women who didn't date black guys before, but all of a sudden now that they are now grossly overweight, old, unattractive, they want to date black dudes. It's because they don't have any other option. The black man, they know deep down that the black guy has no standard. He will take whatever he can get. That's why if you notice, most of these women that complain about being romantically scammed, most of them they are white, they are old, unattractive women, and you can tell, okay, I see why she got scammed. You're unattractive, you had no other option. I'm suspicious. What do you think? Do you guys understand why I'm suspicious of these kind of women or not? And why is it that most of the women that all of a sudden want to date black men, they start making this change between the age of 40 to 50? This is the age range that I've noticed. I had my live stream and I had some women come up. Oh yeah, but we change. People can change. How old are you? I'm 50. Oh, I used to travel. I like black men. I like black men. I travel to this. I travel to this. How old are you? I'm 45. Really? So why not when you were 22? Why not when you were 25? Why not when you were 30? Why not when you were 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36? Why when you are now 40, 50, 60? Why that? Why is it most of you all fall within this age range of 40 to 50 to 60? Why? Because the men that you used to date comfortably when you were young, fresh, bubbly, now you are not the same woman anymore. Now that you are almost at retirement age, you're like, well, let me get the guy that's cheap. Let me get the guy that's easy. Let me start traveling to Gambia, travel to Senegal, travel to Nigeria, Kenya. Oh, Kenya, Caribbean. Talking about, yeah, I like black men. You like black men when you have lost your whole appeal. Look on TikTok. I've taken some screenshots of some of these women. They are preying on ignorant African men. Talking about, we're just here to make friends. Why are you now making friends now? Why now? Why are you making friends now that you are in your 40s and 50s and 60s with black men that you did not date when you were in your 20s? Why didn't you date them? Why are you only starting to make friends with them and learn about their culture at the age of 40 and 45? When you've had your kids, you've had your grandkids, you've had everything, you have no more dog in this fight. All of a sudden, yeah, I want to date black men. Okay? This is so it's so suspicious. And I said what I said on that video with my full chest because I did not lie. I did not lie. I find women like you extremely suspicious. You are fake, you are inauthentic, and you are just trying to go where you're just trying to go where you know you will be hyped up for the most lowest effort. Why don't you go for the white guys that you always dated? Because they don't want you anymore. You're old. You're old. So now you go for a specific type of black guy. You never go for black guys that are working hard, creating things. You go for the guy that's an asylum seeker, a refugee, a guy that's just desperate. Because that's how you can manipulate, you can control them. I see you women. You see, this is what I call a grade A gaslighting technique. An angry angel or whatever the fuck your name is. Let me tell you this, I'm the wrong guy to try this with. You see, for people who do not know, what she's doing now is she's trying to throw accusations at me so that I will automatically go into defense mode. For example, are you a racist? Oh, I'm not a racist. Of course I'm not a racist. I'm only trying to... I am not going to fall for that trick. You know what I am saying, so stop trying to act. This is a very typical approach used by, This is a very typical approach. Is that they're trying to trivialize whatever you're saying and just cling on to something so that they can throw and take you off course. I'm the wrong guy to try this with. I said what I said. Most white women who all of a sudden, key phrase, all of a sudden start dating black men, especially when they're in between 40 and 50, are women that are rejects in the community, and they come to the black community, role play as a black woman, and they try to act like they're the queen. And I don't blame women like that. It's because the black men who are dumb and the raccoons of dating take when anything that comes their way. Why don't you go to Asian men? Why don't you try white men? Why don't you try other groups of men when you hit that, when you are no longer qualified for the men you typically dated when you're in your early 20s and 30s? But it's always black men, especially and a specific type of black man, a low caliber black man that you all go for so you can control and wave your whiteness and wave whatever thing you have in front of him. That's not being racist, that's being speaking on reality that a lot of people, as you can see in the comment section, confirm. So no, your tactic, your strategy did not work on me. Now waddle away, you oversized whatever you are. Remember when I told you guys that these older white women who all of a sudden start dating black men, have interest in black men between the ages of 40 to 60, when they hit this age range, they don't deal with guys like me, because first of guys like me, they will never be in our spaces, or we are too intelligent for them to manipulate. They don't deal with guys like me because we see through their manipulative and control dynamics. Okay, let me show you proof. You see this lady, she responded to my video asking me if I am a racist. This video, they're speaking about older white women who all of a sudden start dating black men. There is video proof of it. There is even law in Gambia restricting women like this from going to Gambia and other countries to prey on black men, young, naive black men in Gambia. If I am racist, why would the government of Gambia implement such a law? Because they are sick of it. And this is going on in Jamaica, Africa, other countries in Asia, in Latin America. But you know what she did? She accused me of being a racist because she knew I am making sense. But what people like this typically do, this is gaslighting. This is gaslighting. She throws it out there. Oh, are you a racist? Despite all the points I made, she just are you a racist? What she's doing, she's trying to deviate me from my point. She's trying to put me in a defensive mode. Oh, I'm not a racist. And I told her, I see through your smoke. I see through your smoke screen. You understand? So now, this is what she did. When I responded to her to let her know that I see through your smoke screen, this is not going to get to me. She then added my video to her story and she titled it, "Why are you so angry? Why so angry?" Do you see the manipulation techniques? Do you guys see the gaslighting? Now, a guy that's not smart, a guy that's naive, a desperate African guy, a desperate black man, he's going to automatically want to play the, oh, but I am not, oh, I am not, oh, no, not me, because I see through the smoke. She just proved my point. They don't deal with certain types of African guys. They don't deal with certain types of black guys because they are smart. They can see through their smoke screen. They focus on a specific type of black man, a specific type of African man. This is what these kind of women do. They insert themselves in African spaces. They insert themselves in black spaces. Insert themselves. Because in their communities, they are rejects. But in the African community, in the black community, they are hailed and praised. So they have the audacity. They have the audacity to speak in African spaces, because black men have given them the spaces. She just said, are you a racist? I literally made that video explaining why this is weird and suspicious. But she ignored all that. Said, are you a racist? She's trying to gaslight me and take me off my square. No, I see what you're doing and you are hella suspicious. You gaslighting person.
Like, seriously, ladies, I think I actually understand where this brother is coming from. So he went ahead to ask this question, like, why is it that some pan-colored women, during some of them, if not even most of them, like during their peak time, they're growing up and all of that, they, want to do whatsoever they want to do, be with their fellow pan-colored person, like enjoy every other benefit or every other thing they want to enjoy with their pan-colored person. And when they are maybe getting of age or getting matured, they decide that, okay, I think is the time for me to actually go ahead and find myself a black dude to actually date and maybe have a promising relationship with. So this young man is asking this question, and at the same time he was like, he do not trust such people, that he see them as some kind of women that that is looking for who to manipulate, use, and abuse, and all of that. Like, he gave all his reasons why he felt that he do not trust, So he was like, why is it that when they were all at their peak, why are they not coming for this black man? Why all of a sudden? Why the sudden, oh, they're all in black men DM, calling them, chatting them, and probably asking them out for a relationship. And these women will also, go for people that they are older than. Like, they want to go for maybe their age, or even someone that is older than them, but they will prefer the younger, black men. Like, this guy was like, he do not trust such women, he just trust such, pink colored women. Like, what happened to all of those years? Like, why all of a sudden, why is it that you want to be with, the oppressed group and all of that? And I think I understand where he's coming from. And a lot of them, if not majority of them, do not even like, black women. Like, you see most of all these, pan-colored women that dislike black women, that have like some kind of resentment for black women, but you will see them going for a black guy, and they try to turn themselves or turn themselves to be a black man. They will rather go be with this black man in order to appropriate a culture, like as if they are doing it so purposely to appropriate the culture, or to try to be like a black woman, or to try to mimic a black woman, like to try to also, okay, I can also fit here. Most of these people, they love to be centered, they love to be the center of the universe. So if he's calling them out in the sense that, oh my god, why is it that the aged people and all of that, I am not here to shame anyone's age, or even but shame or whatever. I'm just like also asking, why is it that you do not like black women? You look for a way to oppress, use your white women chairs and blah. Even in the workspaces, we all know how white women cannot get along with black women, but these black colored women decide that they want to get along and fall in love and be in a relationship with a black dude. Like, this actually feels and looks so suspicious, just like the brother is saying in the video. I wouldn't say that you cannot find love in anywhere, you cannot find love in any culture, color or whatsoever, but the way it's trending now, the way it's all over social media, all these women want to be with the black dude, especially the younger ones and all of that. It's just something that, as if it's a plan too. They they be with these guys, and before you know it, they're already wearing their cultural clothes, they're already putting on box braids, they're already appropriating culture. They're like, okay, I can say the N word now because I'm with it, like, seriously. Because I don't understand why you don't like someone's sister, but you want to be with this person's brother. Like, it feels and looks so suspicious, to me as well. Like, he's not the only person that finds this. I also do that, because when I saw his video, I was like, this is so true. Like, come to think of it, like, if you come to raising it, it's just a trend. I go on TikTok, you see them elderly people with they have very beautiful relationship, most of them, but the fact that they actually waited until I don't know what happened, and they decided that, okay, I think I'll find love. I know that relationship can sometimes fall apart and you want to move on with the next person and all of that, but the way at which is now being a trend, most of them, and coming out, and oh my god, it looks a little bit of suspicious, just like the way the brother is explaining, and it looks as if they're just looking for people to manipulate. And the way it is with black men and pan-colored women, you can also find this thing with a pan-colored man with a girl. Like, you often see this elderly aged pan-colored male in a relationship or married to a young promising black woman. Like, the thing is just something that, okay, when I see them, I just, okay, happy relationship, but When this brother decided to like come up here to like, speak on this topic, I was like, I think this guy has a point. Because the way it's also, because I have seen so many of, it's not my business anyway, but it's a kind of, okay, why is it that at first, why didn't they go with? I wouldn't dispute the fact that there are so many interracial couple that is young out there and all of that. But these are the ones that also look so suspicious. It's something that one needs to really look into. When I came across this video, I was like, I'm just gonna roll it and hear your opinion and see if actually what he's paying is the fact or he's just being so dramatic and all of that. Anyway, lovely, why not just leave me the thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload this. I've watched up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're here to do that. And I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.